Happy New Year! Peace and aloha, everybody. Brother Echo here, and today we are going to be talking about how to ask for help when you need it. I know, this might sound pretty trivial to a lot of people out there, but the truth is a lot of us have a hard time asking for help when we need it. Last week we talked about how to get out of a depression, so I think this week, following that conversation, this is a great topic that actually goes hand in hand with that specific topic as well, how to get out of depression. So how do we ask for help when we need it? It's a trip because, the world that we've created for ourselves, we don't really make it easy for ourselves to ask for help because there's so much ego involved in the world now as a collective consciousness and for each of us as individuals. Now, what's interesting is when we start to really just break down what our experience of life is all about, if we take our time and really step back and just observe, we that in our lives as human beings, we have a string of experiences that get put together, right? And these different experiences for each of us as individuals, they, depending on where you are at in your life, these experiences tend to be at certain times all good, all happy, all amazing, and really you're feeling good, things seem to be really flowing in your way. And so you have this string of experiences that are all really good and amazing, and there's some consistency of joy and happiness in your life, right? And those are the good times. That's when everything is great. But on the flip side, there's these times in our lives where the shit just hits the fan, right? And we're just like, one day after another, these things come into our lives. We've got relationship issues, we've got problems at work, we've got financial things going on, maybe we have some addictions in our lives, things like that. And they just start piling up, and next thing you know, all of a sudden it was a day, then it was 3 days, and it's a week. Now, my God, it's been a month, and I've just been like getting bombarded with all this intensity in my life. And so you either have one of two things. You have your life when you're really in the flow and the things that are happening in your life are all stringed together with this consistency of really good flow and harmony. And then there's the other side when we find ourselves when we have this string of consistent experiences in our lives where these energies are just kind of beating us down. Now, that's just part of being an awesome, amazing human being. That's the privilege we all get, really, to be born here and incarnated onto this planet and be able to go through all these different things. And really, what it's all about as being a human being is being in the flow. And a big part of being in that flow is being able to be with whatever comes your way and really trusting that God, Goddess, Divine Creator, Universal Source, Oneness would not put anything before you or in your life that you could not handle. And that's a very fundamental truth that if it really sinks into your heart and you really, 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 really get it, that really anything that's coming up for you in your life, you can totally handle it. If you're really with that, if you're really jiving with that, then it is not going to be hard for you to be in the flow, however that looks, right? So with ourselves as individuals and as all these experiences in our life start to bubble up and come up, whether we are in bliss and happy and ecstatic and things are just flowing so great and we're happy and joyous, or there's turmoil and obstacles and all this, whatever is happening, if we are centered in our heart and we can remember and trust that this universe is supporting us, we can navigate through all of this. And what is really incumbent upon ourselves and what really gives us benefit is if we are really putting an effort into doing that. And we're really putting an effort into staying centered and to staying grounded and being with whatever comes. Now, having said that, we're meditating and we're reading the books and we have really good people around us, and still no matter what we do, and as clear and observant as we are as the things that are happening in our lives, sometimes, no matter even how much work we're putting in for ourselves, and we're really doing the work, sometimes it just keeps coming, right? It just keeps coming. All the shit, it just keeps raining down, and you're like, what is going on? You know, for myself, and there's times when you don't even realize it. For myself, I get to think about my past and my youthful days of partying and doing lots of drugs and all this kind of deal, and I just got lost in addiction, and I had no idea where I was at. Up was down, and down was up, and it was really lost. But because of my ego, I could not ask for help. I just couldn't. I would just suffer because I couldn't ask for help. And there were plenty of people that were willing and ready to help me. And so what do we do when we are lost? And or we are doing everything we can, but we just can't find our way out? We have to be humble, and ask for help. And now, there's no quick and easy how-to guide to specifically get to asking for help. This is just a point that you have to come to in your life where you have to surrender. You have to surrender to what is happening and realize with the trust that you are in recognition of that the universe has got everything, got your back already. But there's something here, there's a lesson for you somewhere, right? And sometimes the universe, God is creator, universal source oneness, is pushing us, urging us to simply ask for help. And then when we can let go and surrender and really get into our heart space and come from a place of gratitude, knowing that everything is perfect and all we have to do is but ask. Oh my, it's so amazing when you really start to see the angels that are in your life. And we simply ask, and these people show up. And then what happens is the universe starts working through them. It starts working through them to make your life experience the most beneficial, the most harmonious, the most joyous. And so, ask for help when you need it. And the first rule is to help yourself. Clearly, that's it. The first rule is to help yourself, doing everything you can as a human being to be strong and to be firm and to be present so that whatever comes your way, you have the capacity to handle it. And when you realize that the intensity in your life has increased so much that you no longer have the capacity to handle it, you still have the capacity, which is in your ability to ask for help. Okay. All right. So I hope everybody's doing great. I hope what was said today was come through for some of you. If you have any personal experiences you want to share with what you have had to do in your past to ask for help and how that actually came through for you, how you had to humble yourself, please share. I would love to hear that. Also, share, like the video on Facebook and YouTube. And if you have questions specifically that you want answered on video, send those questions to brotherecholove@gmail.com. Okay, guys, happy 2014. What an amazing year this is going to be. And we look forward to doing so much work with you this year. If you are interested in coaching, if you are interested in having a conversation with me personally, one-on-one, go to brotherecho.com, click on the scheduling link, and schedule yourself an icebreaker appointment or a regular appointment, and we can talk. I am here in service for you. My name is Brother Echo. Peace and aloha. Loka samasta